Alrighty, gamers, welcome back to another episode of I Hate My Content, and you all should stop watching it. So, we're continuing reacting to my older videos, commentating on it, talking about things, giving you some background on what the heck I was thinking, and we finally caught up to Bioshock 1 for beginners. Okay, real talk. This is actually a video I have not seen in a really long time. I think it has been at least 3 years since I've watched this. Some of these I've just, like, you know, the Persona ones I kind of go back to every now and then because a lot of people reference those, but the Bioshock one is actually one I really don't know all that well. You know what sucks is that I really like the series, and a part of me is always like, maybe I should go back and redo these because I really do love Bioshock, which is the reason why I did it was one of my first few videos. So yeah, this is going to be a little painful. I know there's a bunch of information I got wrong on this one from my memory. And if I believe this is correct, this is the last video where I cursed. From my memory, this is the last video where I actually cursed. And after this, I started rewriting around that kind of humor and started to, you know, try to be funny without cursing. I can't remember though. This either might be like the last one that actually has cursing in it, or like where I stopped cursing. So we're gonna have to find out. Anyway, here we go. Bioshock 1 for beginners. And I don't remember being this long. It's like 8 minutes. Wow. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Here we go.
So Bioshock came out in 2007 and everyone was like,
I don't get, okay, I don't recognize my voice here. I don't know what period of time this is supposed to be.
ah!
Oh, dear God. Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Yes, this is what shooters were meant to be. More of this, please. The game was extremely successful.
I don't know, somehow I got worse from P4 for beginners.
And raised the bar for first-person shooters. The game had a deep narrative, thought-provoking ideas, and great combat and level design. I mean, Bioshock is considered one of the best games on the 7th console generation. And although a lot of people like to
oh, what is this quality? Good God, why did I just jack like the worst System Shock footage? I still stand by that though. I still actually think Bioshock 1 is definitely one of the better games from the 7th console generation, like PlayStation 3 and stuff. I really do hold Bioshock in really high regards. Not because I think it's like, I just think it's really solid in like every aspect. So it's just like interesting. Like there's not a lot of games that have that kind of vibe.
Compare this game to System Shock 2, seeing that they were both created by Ken Levine, I really think Bioshock can stand on its own. It does enough differently to differentiate itself from System Shock. It's an extremely creative game, and it's just well done in every aspect.
Hey, letting you know, an opinion I agree with. Oh, wow, this Buns girl knows what she's talking about. Whoops.
But anyway, if you're new to this game, here are a few basic tips and tricks for people who don't know about this game.
Still rough as hell around the production.
Jack only speaks once, and all we really know about him is that he's wearing a thick wool sweater and he thinks he's super special. But anyway, you start the game on a plane and it suddenly crashes into the ocean. Being the only person who survives the crash, you swim to a mysterious lighthouse, and you enter this
we all know how I feel about the Buns at this point. I'm just gonna, at this point, it's white noise. It's fine. We're gonna get through this.
That takes you down to the bottom of the ocean to discover Rapture, a city built by a dude named Andrew Ryan, a fancy entrepreneur who created Rapture as a utopia for artists and creatives. And it's just a really advanced city that runs on hardcore capitalism. Also, Ryan is really big on sweat metaphors for some reason.
Why are there, again, these weird gaps between my talking? I hate this.
Anyway, the second you get there, you realize Rapture has gone to and some dude.
Yeah, this is the last video where I stop cursing. Okay, after this, like, things get weird, so.
Dude named Atlas says he'll help you get out if you do a bunch of for him. And that usually—
Stop! God, I want to kill you!
Involves pissing off Ryan and a bunch of other stuff, and nothing weird about it. Everything's cool. Now, the thing about Bioshock is that the story isn't in your face all the time. There are barely any cutscenes, and if you ignore all the extra the story is super straightforward. But don't get me wrong, there is a very deep and complicated story here. You just have to go look for it. Especially if you want to know why Rapture looks like a toilet exploded. So, if you're expecting the story to be spoon-fed to you, you're gonna have a bad time. So when you first start the game, you get to pick your difficulty.
I told people play on easy. Again, with this me playing on easy thing, I don't do this anymore. I always play on standard just to kind of gauge the difficulty.
Now, while you can change it later on if things get too tough, for me personally, I always play on easy. No, not because I'm bad at games, although I'm not super great at shooters, but it's because of the morality mechanic. Well, it's sort of a mechanic. It's really just, are you gonna be a bitch or not a bitch? Because there's only 3
Yeah, again, a lot of this would land a lot better if I was not cursing.
endings. But just play on easy your first time around, because it's just more enjoyable to explore and get lost in the story instead of pulling your hair out cause this is your 5th time dying. What the f? Where did he come from?
Comedy, guys. This is peak comedy for me. This is fine. Like, I've grown so much since then, right? Can we all agree that, right? We've improved. I don't know. 300,000 people saw this.
Now about that morality mechanic. There are these things running around Rapture called Little Sisters. They carry this called Adam, which is basically the game's experience points. The Little Sisters are protected by Big Daddies, the big things in diver suits that make dying whale noises. To get to the Little Sisters, you need to kill their Big Daddy first, and you'll want to get to the Little Sisters to get Adam to upgrade your So here's
Stop saying shit. Oh my god. I want to strangle you, you little bitch.
the
Okay.
kicker. When you get to the Little Sisters, you have 2 choices. Harvest or rescue. Harvesting kills the Little Sisters, but you get the max amount of Adam, while rescuing them lets them live, but you only get 2/3 of the Adam. The game assures you that you need lots of Adam to survive, but if you play on easy, it's not really that necessary. Haha, see where I was going with this? But don't f***ing kill the Little Sisters. Yeah, I know there's something right out of a nightmare with their creepy, "Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's in..."
Whoa, what is this? I don't think I've ever attempted a voice like this in my entire life. Well, obviously I did at some point. I don't remember doing this.
Angel! And the freaky glowing eyes, but you are rewarded
Wow, I didn't even know I could do that.
if you save them. And you'll feel much better about yourself. Because even though they look like something from a B-rated horror movie, they are children at heart. Or you could be a total and kill them, you murderer. But
Like, there is remnants of, like, I feel like I could go back and read the same exact script over, what I've written, and, it would, like, I'd be able to edit it and actually make it work. So it's like, it's not the fact that the scripting is bad, per se, it's just my performance and my editing, which is, you know, like, a big part of the video. I should go dig out this old script and just remake this video, like, exactly how it was.
do what you want, I guess. So the majority of the story is explained with audio logs that you find all over Rapture. Honestly, I f***ing love the audio logs. The characters are interesting and they're always talking about something neat. So really make an effort to find.
So, when I wrote this script, this is before, like, my mother came to me, was like, you need to censor the videos and stuff where you can't curse in the videos. So, I didn't bother rewriting the script. I just bleeped out everything. Oh, why would I do that?
These things. Nothing like shooting people in the head while listening to Ryan's butter smooth voice as he talks about capitalism and killing people. Of course, I think the game should have changed the way you play them. You have to hold down X/A, and if you accidentally play one and you've heard it already,
Opinions in My For Beginners, tisk super butter buns. You're not supposed to be doing that in these.
can't
Now I have, like, some kind of, like, moral code that I, like, follow, and I have, like, standard rules, just, like, what to do. I don't interject my opinion that much in these videos, so, I mean, like, not like it's more of, like, for a comedic thing, not like, I felt like this mechanic could have been better, me.
stop it, and it can get really annoying really fast. The game is kind of linear too, so finding all of the audio logs isn't exactly hard. Like, you'll get these open areas to explore, and while you're only required to go to certain parts, there's extra stuff to check out, but by no means is it overwhelming. So when it comes to combat, it's basic FPS with a dash of RPG crap. You'll get your guns in these things called plasmids, which let you shoot weird from your hands
God!
and combat things. Now, picking the best weapons and plasmids
I am
is
so,
really up
I
to
want to
your
get out of this
playstyle.
era of my
There's a lot to choose
bad writing, because, like, the next video I should stop cursing, so.
from. Like, there's a lightning plasmid, a fire one, ice, telekinesis, hypnosis, wind, bees.
Beads.
Bees?
Beads.
Beads?
See, that's something I would do in, like, a video now. I love Arrested Development. It's like, you can see, like, kind of hints of, like, what I eventually start doing, like, consistently and stuff. I remember when I made that part of the video, I thought it was so funny, and it's still kind of funny now. Beads.
But play around with them. You're limited on how many you can have equipped at once, but you'll quickly learn what you're comfortable with. Also, if you're not super big on, look out, here I come, I'm here to it up, come into this area, guns a-blazing, that's okay. There is room for stealth in this game. Enemies won't attack if they can't see you. So if you want to be all sneaky and bash a wrench into someone's skull, you can do that. The game has light RPG elements. Most of it is just picking and choosing what plasmids to buy and equip, so it's not rocket surgery. The weapons upgrade doesn't cost money though. You'll find these weapon upgrade stations around, and you can increase basic, but you can only do one upgrade.
I had to say shit. I couldn't have just said stuff. You can upgrade basic stuff. What was wrong with me? I was like 19 when I did this, and like I'm 23 now and stuff. I just, oh my god, growth, guys. You can. Trust me, you are not locked where you are. You can totally improve. Woo!
Upgrade at a time, and then the station closes. Not the best business model, but hey, just choose wisely when picking an upgrade, you nerd. Search f***ing everything! I'm serious. For some reason, there's good shit in the trash, and Jack will literally eat anything. Enemies will almost always have good stuff on them, so make sure to search bodies afterwards. Also, you can only carry so much cash, too, so be sure to spend it when you start making the big bucks.
I made that bun just for that joke. Like, I remember just specifically doing that.
Never hurts to have too much ammo, and the Circus of Values tune never gets old. Yeah, never gets old.
Oh, shut up.
Hacking.
A lot of this video is complaining, I've noticed.
Well, I think it's cool that you can basically hack anything. The minigame takes too long. It's not super complicated, it's just putting the right pieces together to connect the two ends. But there's a lot to hack in this game, and it's just not worth it sometimes. Like, don't hack a stationary bot in an area you've already cleared of enemies, just blow up the thing for God's sake. You'll
see, okay, this is something I do now.
Get these automatic hacks, but I always save those for saves because they're a bitch to unlock.
They're a bitch to unlock, alright.
But if there's one thing I always take the time to hack, it's the flying bots. Oh my god, these guys are so cute! And they're useful too. Always hack one of these babies when you get the chance, because they follow you around everywhere. It's like having a guardian angel, but instead of telling you the word of the Lord, they just shoot people. Yeah, close enough.
Close enough.
F***ing security cameras. I hate these f***ing things. Holy sh**. They're probably the most annoying thing in the game. If you're spotted, you have a few seconds to shoot that thing before it starts sending bots your way. And it's like a whole f***ing minute of flying bots attacking.
God, there's so... This is like the worst I think I've ever cursed in a series in a video. Holy heck.
Than dealing with these God damn it. Like, I get it. I f***ed up.
Oh my god! Can I just say, the people who are watching this right now and stuff, God bless you. God bless you for being patient, understanding, and knowing that I was actually, like, a child, alright? Who didn't understand anything about comedic timing. Like, oh my... Like, what the heck happened to me over the course of, like, 2 years and stuff? Because my...
Stop sending bots!
It's always a rough start, gamers. Always a rough start.
Stop it! God damn it! Fair warning here, if you're easily scared, you're not gonna have the best time. Like, there's some dark in this game. Lots of blood and weird stuff. To the game's credit, it does gradually get less scary once you get used to it, because nothing's gonna stop you from shooting something spooky in the face. But the game's opening is honestly the freakiest part. Like, ah man, this is so cool, just look at this place. Wait, what? Why is it getting so dark? What? What the f is that thing? Get me out of here! Get past that yourself moment, and it's smooth sailing from there. So, play this game by yourself at night in the dark with your headphones on if you get spooked easily. So while Bioshock is one hell of a ride, it's just a fantastic FPS, and it's a game everyone should play. But it's not the perfect game. It comes close, but every game has its flaws. But Bioshock does bring a lot to the table. It's got great writing, and Rapture feels like something that could actually exist. With a tense atmosphere, interesting...
I still hold it. Everyone should play Bioshock. Everybody should play Bioshock. Great game.
Plot and freaky little girls. Bioshock is a game that will always be remembered. And I hope this Basics Beginner's Guide makes your gaming experience a little better. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
And I didn't have ending credits on this. All right. Oh, so let's look at the comments. All right. Where are you people coming from? Why are you giving me credit? 7,000 upvotes. What the hell? finally someone who doesn't make fun of playing on easy, bless you. Well, my reasoning was kind of silly. Hard mode, blah, blah, blah. Not that's my sister. Like, why are you people like this? Oh my god. The voice is why I keep coming back. See, okay, so here's the deal. Here's the thing that, like, upsets me so much about these older videos is that people find these, watch it, and then immediately dismiss my content because they think every video is like that. And this is, like, literally, I made all my first 5 videos in the course of a month because I was just shooting them out. And you can tell because they're so lazy. I play on easy, blah, blah, blah. She is so funny. I don't know how. Rocket surgery. I remember that one. Finally, a female narrator. Oh my god. These people are so nice. Where the hell are these guys, like, with the videos I put out now? Good God. Oh, man. Are you a girl? There we go. There's always the fun one. Well, this was definitely a rough video for me to sit through because it's just like, oh, it was all the bad things I hate about it kind of put into one, but thank God. And I'm gonna keep saying this, though. Like, it sucked that my mother found my channel was one that demanded me to go family friendly back in 2015, mind you. And I was so reluctant to do that because I had really no experience in writing comedy or being funny without being vulgar. And I'm a naturally vulgar person in real life and stuff. I think you can probably pick up on that. But when my mom said, like, you know, you can't curse and stuff because at the time I was financially light on my parents. Obviously I needed to pay attention, like, obey my mother at the time. So after this I was devastated. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know how to be funny without, you know, without cursing and stuff. And thank God she put that on me to pressure me to be funny without doing that. So I had to get more creative with my comedy and more, you know, more catch funny, whatever the heck, memes, funny edits and stuff. And on top of that, about 2 years later down the line, YouTube introduced this demonetization system where you had to, like, follow their guidelines to a T or else you'd lose money. And because all these other creators have been using vulgar comedy and their stuff, which, mind you, I like actually vulgar comedy. Like, I do it, you know, in my everyday life. But all these other creators who have been doing that for so long have the rug pulled out underneath them, and they were suddenly in the position I was in, except I was still starting out on my channel. So I had a head start on the no cursing thing before the actual rules were implemented, because my mom just wanted me to do it for, you know, morality reasons and stuff, but I was a step ahead of the game, so I never had to deal with a massive demonetization wave and worry about my videos getting demonetized, because I know how to be funny without being vulgar. So, you know, let's just, hand to God, thank God, this got nipped in the bud, like, right here, and it stops after this. So, oh, praise be to God. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be continuing it with, I believe, Birth by Sleep for Beginners. And that's the, yeah, I think that's where we start getting, like, I'm pressing for time and what I can and can't do. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for supporting me. Yeah, yeet.